When you just get started selling on eBay, it is a given. You're going to be making mistakes and you're going to be losing money. You're a newbie. Congratulations. This is what happens. But you want to make sure you're avoiding all those issues so you don't actually lose money in transactions. So how do the transactions go and what happens in the whole process that leads you to lose money? The first step, the item you listed up after you take pictures. Then you ship it, you pack it, you give it to the mailman, and then that's it. Your responsibility is over. The biggest problems actually happen in the whole entire process. Something goes wrong and then the item gets lost in the mail. That's another one. Now, to prevent the item getting lost in the mail, you can buy shipping insurance. In my 20 years of doing eBay, this is almost something that never happened. Very few times the item gets actually lost in the mail. And when it does, insurance does help. Less than $50 of transactions will guarantee you, especially with UPS or Federal Express. I think it's about 100 for that one. They automatically insure the product. But be careful, there is a whole bunch of hoops you have to go through in order to prove how much the item was actually sold for and everything else. And if you screw up even one little thing in those hoops, you're not going to get the insurance money. Therefore, most of the time, if I sell something below $200 or whatever I can afford to lose, I'm not going to insure the product. It is a waste of money. For the claims that do get actually passed and you get the money back, which is not always, it's still not worth it. Not worth it because all this extra money you'll be paying for insurance, if you add it up over time, that's thousands of dollars, especially if you've been selling for a while, that you're going to be losing. You might as well just put it in the insure. Start your own money bank account and make sure this is going to be the insured one. So every single time you think I should insure this, add money to it. You will see how it adds up. It's going to be a huge amount of cash over there you're going to be saving on the products that really didn't need insurance to begin with. Now, the second part is the newbie mistakes. The actual listing. How you describe the actual product. Biggest mistake right there. You describe it incorrectly and the person is going to ship it back to you and you're going to be paying money out of your pocket for this item to get shipped back to you. So this is a big one. Don't do it. Make sure everything you proofread, everything is exactly how it is described. This is not the olden days of eBay where it is up to the buyer. It's actually you, the seller, who's responsible for the description. Next step, after you finish writing, the pictures. I would not most of the time use stock images because this is not the actual product you're selling. And if it's not the actual product you're selling, there is discrepancy between both of them, you're going to be losing money as well. Shipping, big thing. This is the big thing that's going to cost you a huge amount of money if you ship this incorrectly. And even the smallest mistakes, such as you didn't pack something well, you didn't use enough packing, or my mistake, the eBay shipping free tape. It sounds like a good deal. I loved it initially and I thought, wow, they give this all free tape. It says eBay. How cool is that? I'm going to be using it for lots of stuff I ship. No, no, no. Cheap shipping tape is bad. Or any kind of cheap shipping tape. If it doesn't stick, it's not good. This thing just cost me this year $100 on a product that just slipped out of its package because this thing is cheap. It doesn't feel really like it's gonna do this, but you know what? I packed it. You know, you can still use this. You can double wrap it. If you wrap it on itself, it's not gonna let go. I wrapped it only once. It opened there in the mail. Somebody helped themselves. I lost $100. Oh, but the item was not insured. Guess what? The other item that I lost, it broke in the mail. It was totally insured and I lost the money as well. So 2 different sales, different kind of results, $150 lost. Not good. So what went wrong? The product was packaged very secure, very safe. Biggest problem was the weakest link, the shipping tape that opened. The other problem, the other product that actually got broken during the mail. I thought I put it very good and I made sure it's not going to break. And there is a few things, and I had actually a partial refund for a product that actually broke during the mail, which I underestimated that it's going to actually break. It looked like a solid thing. It never is going to break. You never know. You just never know. You should always overpack. And even as a pro, it happens. I make mistakes. The more I sell, the more likely I'm going to make a newbie mistake or just not watch for something. I'm not making newbies. I'm making a pro mistake. Well, you have a lot of things that you're selling and you accidentally make a mistake. Another thing, item is not in stock. Another one of those things. So there's a bunch of things that could potentially go wrong during the process. The more you do this, the more likely you're not going to make those mistakes, but it's still going to happen. One smallest mistake during the whole entire process is going to cost you money. Hopefully it's not going to cost you a bad review as well. If you're not selling enough things, one review can lead to another bad review, and there is a snowball effect that's going to affect you. So be careful with that. So what do you have to do? Pretty simple. When you're selling products online, be extremely careful. Make sure the pictures are correct. Take your own pictures. Write the best description and check it out all over again. When you ship products, make sure it is very secure. Do not use a cheap shipping tape. And lastly, insure products that are worth it. If it is over a certain amount, insure it. And then, if it gets lost, or it breaks, or something happens, make sure you go through the entire process when you actually are going to be submitting the papers for the insurance. One smallest of mistakes will lead you to appeal. And guess what? They were sending this whole thing in the mail, which is the appeal letter. Do not respond until you get the letter in the mail. When you get the letter, it's going to tell you exactly the steps you have to do. And follow it through step by step, exactly what it says. If you make the slightest of mistakes, it's going to bounce back. And if it bounces back more than 2 times, that is a second appeal. Meaning, if that gets rejected, your whole claim gets rejected and you lose 100% of the claim. So all of those are very important things, steps you have to do to make sure you're not going to lose money on eBay transactions, which are rare, but they do happen.